Now let's go down here into the chart and let's start on the daily candles for Bitcoin. So once again, you know what? Let me actually start on the 4-hourly candles and then we are working ourselves up. Because what you can see here right now is that, well, this triangle I was talking about, slightly different variation, is still going on. Bitcoin is still in an ascending triangle. And yes, I want to admit, doesn't look perfectly well for Bitcoin, of course, but we are still in that triangle, right? I mean, still higher lows on the 4-hourly candles. So as long as we are not breaking this trend towards the downside, no reason to freak out yet. Let's wait and see. And of course, before we had a different trend, we had this trend here from which we broke down, but Bitcoin is supported by the downward sloping trend line from the previous falling wedge. So now it is waiting time. And as I already said, if we break down, I'm not gonna short. I will only long or wait. And the thing is still the same. If we were to break the 39,000 US dollar level, a breakout towards the upside is very, very likely. The bull trend is only confirmed in the moment we are closing a candle above the 41,000 US dollar candle, because as you remember, and this is why I'm going back to the daily candles, and I will talk about what will happen to Bitcoin potentially, which happened only 3 times. Before I'm doing that, I will talk about this horizontal resistance, which we have to break. Yes, and when we are breaking it, 47,000 US dollars as our measured move price target here towards the upside. My long trade, my long price target. But more importantly is what I want to talk about right here. Let me go over to the weekly candles, and this is what I'm talking about. I already told you something is about to happen for Bitcoin, which happened 3 times in Bitcoin history. And I'm not talking about the halving, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this, how quickly it gets dark here in Thailand. Crazy. But of course, you can still see me. I think that should be enough. Can you see the waves down there? Probably not. It's really beautiful. Anyway, let's go over here back into the charts. So what you can see here is, of course, the horizontal lines, which is the halvings, but this is not what I'm referring to. What I'm referring to is a flip of the weekly ribbon. And now let me zoom in here. We are getting dangerously close to that. Of course, this is a question of 1 or 2 more months, but every single time the EMA ribbon flipped bearish on the weekly, and this is where we have to pay close attention here in spring of this year. Every single time this happened, let me show you. Right there in 2018, full flip, boom, big breakdown towards the downside, finding new lows, massive crash, continuation of the bear market. Let's go to the next one. The time before it happened, it was in 2014. It happened approximately when Bitcoin was at 380 US dollars, and well, we got another dump down to 160 US dollars the moment we flipped. Confirmation of the bear trend continuation, and of course we found the low shortly afterwards. And well, the last time it happened is not in the charts as we don't have enough price history for that. But honestly, guys, this should be already a harbinger. So obviously it is getting very, very clear what we are needing for Bitcoin right now. We need something similar to what happened right here, but now we are below the ribbon. Bitcoin needs to break above the ribbon as soon as possible to prevent this bearish flip from happening. And guess what? 47,000 US dollars, the bullish price target of this potential breakout, is exactly the top of the EMA ribbon, is exactly the price target we need to prevent this bearish flip from happening. This is what I'm looking out for right now. And yes, I always told you I remain bullish until we are proven wrong. I'm getting even more cautious right now, but this doesn't mean that I'm already flipping my bias. We need to wait for the breakdowns. We need to wait for the break of the very, very important support levels, which is not happening so far.